Good day students. Today we are going to start with a new skill under employability skills called as ICT skills. Till now we have covered self-management skills, entrepreneurial skills and green skills. Today we are going to start with ICT skills. But before that I would like to remind you that you have to download the 9th standard study material and textbook from the CBSE website. We are also sending you simultaneous notes for the topics that we have covered. But for additional reading and for your exam purposes, you will have to download the study material from the CBSE website under the books tab. So let us now go on to the new skill, which is ICT skills. Now under ICT skills, today we are going to start with Introduction to Information Technology. ICT skill covers a lot many variety of topics like the tools of ICT, the hardware and software part of it, operating systems, files, folders, websites, internet, cybercrime, etc. So a lot many topics will be covered under ICT skills. So today we are going to look at information technology. What is information technology and what are its uses in today's world? ICT stands for Information and Communication Technology, which deals with the use of electronic media like computers, smartphones, iPads, etc. to store, process and retrieve data or information. So basically this is what is the definition of ICT or what ICT stands for. It means the use of technology or electronic media to store, process and retrieve information. ICT also means creating and managing, storing and exchanging of information. So whatever technology is used for exchanging, storing and managing the information, that also comes under ICT. Nowadays, ICT is one of the basic requirements of modern society. So every small device like mobile devices, iPads, smartphones, internet connectivity and all the connectivity which helps us to connect with our different people and communicate with them and store and retrieve information, all that comes under the preview of information technology or ICT, that is information and communication technology. So it is not only, some people have this impression that ICT is only computers. No, it does not deal with only computers. It deals with all the devices and technology, communication technology, networking, everything which deals with information, storing, retrieving information and communicating between people. The technology used for it also comes under the preview of ICT. Let us now understand the role and importance of ICT in our personal life and in our workplace. So you know that ICT has conquered every aspect of our life today. So let us go into depth about how it has affected our day-to-day life, at our home life as well as personal life and our workplace. So ICT at home. So if you have a computer at home today, you can do a lot many activities like playing games, searching for information, listening to music, then you can send emails, be connected on social media with your friends, family. You can also, if you have good internet connectivity, you can also do online shopping, paying of bills, e-banking services. So all these activities that you do at home using ICT, it becomes a part of your day-to-day life. So every aspect of today's daily life at home, you can be connected to internet and do all the activities using ICT. ICT has today literally taken over the field of education. There was a time when chalk and blackboard were used for teaching, but today most of the schools have shifted to a digital online platform or whiteboards, and the teaching resources are available on the computer and lot many activities are taking place in the field of education where ICT is involved. So let us look at a few of the examples. What are the advantages of ICT in education? First is that complex topics can be explained very easily with the help of videos, presentations, animated pictures, so the students understand the concept very well. Then whenever students see something in a pictorial form or as a graphic representation, it retains much more better in the students' memory. Then there are a lot of audiovisual aids which are available as teaching aids for teachers to teach the topic in a much better way. Even practical demonstration of experiments are done in such a way that the experiments are done in three-dimensional ways or in other ways where the student can understand it in a more better manner rather than having it explained orally. This is basically demonstrated in a much better way. So also you have got a lot of interactive classes which the teachers do, e-learning classes at. So e-learning means at any convenient time, the teachers who are far away from the students, they can also conduct e-learning classes, as what is happening right now in your case or in everybody around the world, that everybody has shifted over to an online platform of teaching where teachers are far away from the students, yet the learning process has not got stopped at all. So this way ICT today has captured, even online assessments are done, online examinations are conducted. So all this is with the help of ICT. All this is possible in the field of education. In the field of healthcare too, ICT plays a very important role nowadays. So those doctors who are located far away in the urban areas, the rural area doctors, they can connect with the ones who are in the urban areas. They can monitor patients' history, diagnostic reports, track the condition of their health. They can also recommend and undergo medical examination, prescribes the medicines. All this can be done remotely also because of ICT, because of the communication technology, the modern internet facilities available. So doctors far away can treat patients who are not connected to them also and diagnose them and look through their health conditions from far off with the help of ICT. Now they can also, using video conferencing and using many other methods, the doctors can actually connect with their faraway patients. Next is the government can also keep a watch on the what is happening in the health services, that is communicable diseases, preventive measures, what is the current diagnostics, what is going on. So it is very evident today that in today's world, in corona times, you can see how the government is completely updated about the total number of patients, how many are cured, how many have died, all over the country, all over the world. How can this all be possible? How is that the government is able to have so much of data and information about a pandemic which is going on? This is thanks to information technology, the communication technology which is available. So even healthcare researchers are available to suggest possible methods to prevent a communicable disease. Then so newer and newer models are being experimented in the field of healthcare, which is helping us to combat with the illness, or in the medical field. It has created a great revolution. ICT has created a great revolution in the field of healthcare. So hospitals, they use their electronic media to store the information about patients, about the transfer of patients, the consulting, all the diagnostic reports which are there, the CT scan reports, ultrasonography reports, and all the information that they have about their patient. The patient database basically is managed, and even life support systems are used by the computers, are used for the life support systems like ventilators and the ultrasound machines and all that. Every data is properly recorded and stored in hospital records because of ICT tools which are available, the technology which is available. And also internet is used. Even normal common person can go on to the internet and find out information about diseases, about medicines, about the diagnostic procedures, etc. in what is available today with the help of ICT tools. So here in these images, you can see how computers are used in almost all the fields to diagnose and to understand the human body much better, in a much better way. The sophisticated equipments which are computerized equipments which are used for diagnosing, treating and curing the patients are available with the help of these devices which are run mostly on information and communication technology. Let us now go on to the next part, which is ICT in governance. So ICT in governance means using internet or any other electronic media by the central government or the state government or even the local administrative bodies like your municipality or your gram panchayat, local government agencies to monitor the situation which is happening in the state. So for example, the government services, all government services are now available online. Then your electronic voting machines are now replaced by have replaced the traditional paper ballots. Then we also have got a lot of government sites like the e-governance sites are there. For example, paying of the bills, your taxes, property bills, water bills, passport, Aadhaar card, all these type of activities which are very useful for the governance by the of the people is now being computerized, and completely the data is completely available with the government to implement the various public sector schemes for the people. They look at the data, all the data is available to them, and using this data they can plan and implement the various schemes for the public services. So this way ICT has also become a completely good part of governance at the central government level or at the state government level. So or even at the local gram panchayat level also, almost every government office today has got computers and internet facilities. The next field is ICT in business. So in a business, for a business to run or a company to run or an organization, all the data which is available to them, to keep a record of all the data, the stock, the raw materials available, the staff, every data record is kept very properly in with the help of computers. So maintaining the accounts using like the traditional method of book accounting is no longer there. There are many softwares available which help to keep a record of the transactions which are happening, the bank statements, preparing account statements. All this is done electronically nowadays. Maintaining the data or the staff details, the customer details. Then even for e-commerce companies, maintaining the record of the buying and selling process. Then all the services are available 24 hours a day. E-banking facilities are also available all throughout the year for the business to continue. There is no stoppage that today is Sunday, today is Saturday, we can't do business. No, that period has gone away long back. At any given point of time you can connect to the internet and get your work done 365 days a year, because everything is recorded electronically. So there is no need for going to a particular shop sometimes to buy something. You can order it online, you can do the payments also online. So business, basically the way of doing business has completely changed because of ICT. So in a nutshell, you can say that ICT has affected our day-to-day life in a great way. So for example, you can read newspapers online, you can get connected to your friends, family through emails, messenger, video conferencing. So even meetings nowadays are taking place via video conferencing and using the different types of apps which are like for example Google Meet, Teams, Geo, Zoom. So there is no need of physically going and meeting people nowadays. It can be done electronically over a video conferencing. Then you can get connected to your old friends, you make new friends using social media like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You are constantly in touch with people because of these social media apps or social networking sites. So the next is, most of the banks and other online facilities are available to the people. So they need not go to the bank directly. All banking activities can be done using mobile apps and using their websites. Then online banking facilities are available even for transfer of money to vendors, customers. All this can be done. All educational activities and libraries, educational materials and everything is available on websites and smartphone. So just you have to go to the search engines and search for information, and you get a lot of information about anything which is there on this planet with the help of the tools are available for that. The technology is available for buying and selling goods and services and making it much more safer and flexible. So even everybody is nowadays switching over to the online way of buying goods, paying bills. Everybody is switching over, especially during today's times. We find that people are more and more switching over to the electronic media. medium to do their day-to-day activities. So in a nutshell, you can say that today ICT has conquered almost every part of your life: e-commerce, entertainment, social media, your workplace, your education, your communication. Everything has been taken over by ICT and ICT related tools. So this way, this is the importance of information and communication technology in today's home life, your personal life, as well as your workspace. So I hope you have understood the importance of information technology. Further on, we will go on to the various other aspects of information technology, like the ICT tools which are available and the different communication methods. So till then, let you please revise, and once again I remind you about the notes that you need to study from for your examination. Thank you.